Hello, I'm Libby Dyson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and thanks so much for spending some time with me this evening. This is one page I've done. That's Paige, my son's little girl, and this is Scarlet, and I did this one yesterday, so it's using the Time for Tea designer series paper and the stamps as well. So they're on my blog, you can see them there. And then I made this for yesterday's blog hop with the Latte Girls using the Time for Tea, and we did the embossing. Okay, now so today we're going to make what's called a double triangle fold card. So you need a whole piece of A4, and just move them out of the way. And we're going to score it in the middle at 10.5, and then we're going to score it in the middle again at about 14.85 or thereabouts. I'm going to get a ruler and a pencil, move that out of the way, and I'm just going to join up these 2 points. So we're going to go along there, and okay, so into the trimmer, and we're going along here. Okay, all right. And then I'm just going to finish trimming that off with my scissors. All right. So you'll get 2 cards out of this. Okay, so you'll get 2 cards out of this. And you fold one down and one down. Then you're going to cut a front. And I'm going to use Very Vanilla for this. And I'm going to cut it at 14.4 by 10. Then cut that diagonally. Alright, so I've got 2 pieces of Very Vanilla that are going to go, one on there and one on there. Alright, like that. And then I'm going to choose some of this beautiful Time for Tea designer series paper. Now, it is just gorgeous, it really is. And if you haven't got yourself any yet, you really should get some. I'll take it out of the bag so you can see what I've got. I thought, what's on the back of this? The butterflies. All right, we might go with the butterflies, but I'm not using the butterfly side. Look, it's got bees on it. Beautiful flowers. I did a layout with that where I fussy cut the whole sheet, or bees. Butterflies, some gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. And patterns on the back, and you get 24 sheets in this packet. That's why it's a specialty DSP, and it's well worth the money. All right, and use it for your scrapbook layouts too. Not, you know, don't think you've just got to use it for cards. Now, how many of you have joined my Choose It, Use It group? Anybody? Right, I'm going to make this at 13.9. So my Choose It, Use It group is a Facebook group that's free to join, and it doesn't cost you anything to stay, and it's all going to be about using DSP. All right, so I've made this 9.5 by 13.4, and I'm going to cut this in half. All right, Okay, and I'm going to stick that on these bits here. Alright, so out with my liquid glue and just glue this on quickly. So that's that one. Alright, glue this one on. Okay, glue this one on. Alright, so these are 9.5 by 13.4, and I'll have all the measurements on my blog. Okay, and we're going to stick, and flip that one over, that's better. Alright, and then I've done a piece of Very Vanilla, which is 10 by 14.4, and cut that diagonally, and a piece of Designer Series paper, which is 13.9 by 9.5, and I've stuck them together, and now I'm sticking them on the front of the card. And I'll flip this around in a minute so it looks better. Alright, so there's sort of the front of our card. Done. Alright, I'll just give that a burnish. Alright, now I'll do the inside a bit later. What I want to do though is stamp. I'll use a bit that I've used before with the cup of tea in Calypso Coral. Get a block. Always put your stamps down first and then put your block on top. That way you're not getting any air bubbles in this stamp, and you know it's nice and flat. And we're just doing tone on tone. So stamp our cup down. Lovely. And I had if you've got your Stamparatus, I hope you bought a chamois, because they come in really, really handy. Alright, look, clean, clean, clean. And then I sort of have a clean side, sometimes I forget. And there's my clean. And you just rinse it under water, keep it in a clear mount stamp case. Great. Okay, now I was going to show you how to use the embossing mats. Alright, so I've brought in my big shot here, and I'm just going to cut this piece off. So I'll run it through the big shot. Alright. So you'll do this in 2 passes, alright? So you'll cut first. If you emboss first and then cut, the embossing gets flattened by the process of cutting. So you need to cut first. So I use my trusty magnetic platform. Now, if because your plates are starting to warp, you can do one of 2 things. Either buy new plates or use a post-it note or some washi tape. Alright, pop that on and pass that through. Okay, then you get rid of one plate, one clear plate, and the magnetic platform, and you bring in and I put it in a safe spot, Alright, you bring in your big shot platform. You know, the one that's sort of raised in the middle. And you're going to put your cutting plate on that. Now, keep your die on your piece that you've cut out. Alright, so it'll just slip back in. If it comes out, it'll just slip back in. You can use washi tape or post-it note, but I find for these larger ones you don't need to. Now, I could put down my blue mat if I only want a little bit of embossing, but I don't. I want it to be nice and puffy, so I'm going to put the grey mat down. And this will work with any of your dies, believe me. Then you put the white die adapter that you get with it. Alright, so it comes in a set of 3. This white one, the blue one I showed you earlier, and the grey one that's under there. Run it through your big shot. I'm just going to run it back. Yeah, the chamois great, isn't it, Linda? And the Stamparatus. You can't live without Stamparatus. Alright, now let's see if I can show you this. So this is what you get with the embossing mats. You get these 3 mats, all right? So for a thinner, less prominent emboss, use this one, use the blue one. For a deeper emboss, use the grey one. And always use the white die plate, okay? So I'll just pop that out of the way. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it sort of makes it puffy up a bit. If I bring that up closer, can you see how that's sort of a bit more rounded and puffy? Anyway, so that's what we're using, and I'm going to get, all right, so I'm going to stick it on there like that. Stick it on this side. All right, so now this is where I cheat. All right, take off a dimensional, put it on the back where I want to, and then I take the backing off. I should have got my silicone mat out, but on my, let's see if I can slide this along a bit so you can see. So then I stick it down there so that it is, you know, sort of tied on there. And then I get this is beautiful ribbon, the Tea Time ribbon. It comes in 2 rolls, a combo pack. So we're using the Tea Time bundle and the Specialty Designer Series paper. So stick that through the cup holder and then tie your bow. Might need a bit longer than that. And by anchoring it down, it just makes it so much easier, sorry. Oh, my English has gone on holidays along with my mouth. Alright, so just makes it easier to tie the bow because you've got it anchored down. I can't see what I'm doing. The paper piercer, pokey thing, tool for everything, another must-have tool. I don't think I use it for paper piercing at all. I use it for all sorts of other things. Alright, tidy your bow up. Okay, grab scissors and just tidy up those ends. Don't throw your scraps of ribbon away because you can use them for other things as well. So if you haven't joined my Choose It, Use It group on my blog, there's a link for you to go and join it. It is totally free. And it'll kick off next Friday night, I think it is, with a live video with yours truly. and I'll be showing you all sorts of different ways to use your DSP, not just for cards but on scrapbooks and all sorts of things. Now I'm thinking I can put another Stampin' Dimensional under here. Yeah, good on me. I'll take the backing off. I might need a belly band for this, I think. Find my bone folder. Just give that another good crease. See if it'll help it sit down a little bit more. I'm just trying to avoid putting a belly band on it. So, and there's our card. Now, I am going to stamp a sentiment on it. What do you reckon? I've got cheers from me to you. You fill my cup with happiness. What do you reckon? Which one would you choose? Anybody out there? And I'll just grab there's that stamp and this one, and I'll just grab maybe some old olive and then insert in an envelope. Alright, now when you're doing you fill my cup with happiness. Okay, thanks Linda. When you're doing these images that have got like line art and a piece where it can be filled, always stamp the line art first so you can see where you've got to fill it in. Alright, I'll just show you. So there's the envelope, there's the card, the insert. So old olive, and so I'm going to stamp down, stamp there, alright, stamp down because I'm doing the envelope as well. Grab my chamois, just clean that one off. Now I do advise you to still clean your stamps with some Stampin' Mist and to Stampin' Scrub periodically, because it'll help condition your stamps. Alright, so this is going to go on there like that. Alright, down like that. Now, this is what I mean. So, stamp it up. Oh, good one. Fingers on the ink pad. Ink it up. I'm actually going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp down. And it's much easier to see it when you've got the lined image already there. Look at that. Can't go wrong. Really? Stick with me. You'll be right. Okay, stamping off. And oh, I can't see this one. It's a bit hard when you're doing the video. Alright, there we go. Done. Alright, so that's going to be the inside of our card. Clean that image off. And then you knew about my other trick, didn't you, with when you use your stamps so you don't lose them, put them back on your on the outside of your stamp case so you can keep a track of them. Alright, I have to close these because I've got a terrible habit of putting my big fingers all over them. Alright, you fill my cup with happiness, says Linda. So, which one's that? That's this one, I think. Yes. Alright, I'm going to do that in Memento. And I'm going to open my card up and position it down, making sure it's going the right way. I could use my Stamparatus if I hadn't already put my teacup on there. So, and I'm going to do this in Memento. Keep my fingers crossed. There we go. Lovely. Okay, just some final little additions. I'll just put some pearls or something on there and see how we go. And that'll be our card, and then I can go ahead later and make another card using the opposite card base. And yeah, well, I've got 2 cards out of the one piece of cardstock as you normally do, but it's a bit of a fun fold. So I'll just stick the inside in. The lady up at the post office commented on my lovely envelope, so I went in yesterday and saw her, gave her a business card and a catalogue. So I might have a new customer. Talk to her about the joining offer. So don't forget, share it with everybody. And don't judge who can and can't join. You don't know what someone's circumstances are. Today it might be a no, tomorrow it could be a yes. You never know. So, ask anyone and everybody who enjoys stamping with you. Just because it's no today doesn't mean to say it's going to always be no. I think this really needs a belly band, but we'll persist with this. Now that I've added the inside, it might be a little bit hard to keep closed, but anyway. Alright, so there's our card, and look what I got today. Basic adhesive backed sequins. Doesn't say what colours they're in. I also got, look, tea room copper vinyl stickers. So let's have a look, see what's in here. We might be able to add something to our card to bling it up a little bit. So did you like my tip about tying the bow in the cup handle? When you're a bit bow tied challenged like me, you need to come up with all the tips under the world in the sun. All right, so here they are. Look at those. Bees, cups, shiny things, lovely things. Look, butterflies. What would look nice? A butterfly. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Linda? Might put a butterfly on, eh? Or another flower. Or a flower. Oh, a flower looks nice, doesn't it? All right, let's see. Okay, so I think... No. Look, you get 2 sheets of everything. So, I try and get this off. There we go. They're really well stuck on. Alright, so there's one. We don't need more, do we? No. Okay. So there's our card. I'm also selling bow tying tools if you want one similar to this. I forgot to say before. So they're $5 each plus postage. I'll try and put it up on my blog shortly, maybe tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So I think that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to buy 3, get the 4th pack free of DSP. Great time to be buying DSP. If you're into making Christmas cards, why not stock up on Christmas paper now? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me today. Bye for now. Make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see it inside your mind. You'll find